Hello everyone. I am coming to you to share a project with you. We are going to do an ice cream shaker card, and I'm just going to use my above camera today and just do it quick. We are using products from the mini catalog, the January-June 2021. And by the way, I'm Cheryl Wright. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you can find me at craftingwithme.stampinup.net. We are using the ice cream suite today, and it is going to be a little bit I had it marked in my other catalog and I realized I had the wrong one. Oh, ice cream suite, there you go. We are going to use all many of the products. We're going to use the stamp set and the punch, and we're going to use the paper and the sprinkles. And I have the ribbon, but we're not using it on this particular project. We're going to use a different kind of ribbon. So it's on page 48 and 49 in the January-June mini catalog from Stampin' Up! Here we go. So to start off, we are going to use a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold that on the score line. Oops. Sorry. I should probably tack down my paper. I want to make sure I still have it in the right spot. I have Scotch tape right here, and we are going to put a piece on. Sorry about that. Anyway, so Bermuda Bay, we're going to go ahead and line it up, and we're going to make the crease. We're going to burnish the crease a little bit with our bone folder, just to make it lay flatter. So we have that done. And this shaker card, I'm making mine go this way. You can make it, well, I'm going to make mine go this way. Next, you're going to take a piece of terracotta tile. This is one of our retiring colors, so yeah, it's going to be sad when it goes because I have used a lot of it lately. So we're going to mount this just here. And I am going to use some Stampin' Seal. This is our tape runner. You can use whatever you wish. And I'm just going to, I'm attaching paper to paper, so I don't need a lot of adhesive. And I kind of give it about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So there you go. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to get out an envelope, a clear envelope, and a piece of designer series paper. This is the Ice Cream Corner designer series paper, and it is 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to use this side. You could use this side and do the card vertically or horizontally, but I am going to go this way. All right, I'm going to go horizontally. It's got a little bit of a cut lip on it, so I'm just going to push that down. Next, you're going to take this piece of paper and put it inside your envelope. And you're going to push it down into the corner. Down into the corner. As far as you can. All right. Now I'm going to take some sprinkles. These are the ice cream sprinkles. And I'm going to put sprinkles on so they show up on this. This is a very simple, it's a simplified version of a shaker card. So here are the sprinkles, and they don't have much static in them, which is very nice. I'm going to take about a spoonful. I didn't know how else to measure these. So about a spoonful, give or take a little. And it also helps them transfer easier. And I'm going to just go ahead. I guess they do stick to the paper a little bit. Ah! Oh, they like the envelope. All right. So I'm going to tuck all those in. And then with Scotch tape, actually this one I can pull off the adhesive and just go tight that way. And then with a piece of Scotch tape, I'm going to fold this over and tape this down. So there you have it. You didn't need to use any of the foam, and you have a shaker card. All right, so now we are going to put this on here. I am going to use Stampin' Seal, but I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus just because it's got more grip than the Stampin' Seal. If it doesn't come out right away, you just pull it forward with your finger. And I am going to give it an extra little oomph in the middle. Put that aside. And then I'm going to put this on. Again, it's going to have about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. There we have it. Got a little adhesive on my corner here. Oh well. There you go. We have our shaker for our card. So I'm going to put my sprinkles aside. Next, I'm going to stamp You Melt My Heart from our stamp set, and I have it mounted already. And I am going to use I think I'm going to go ahead and use terracotta tile on this one. I don't know why. Not usually much of an orange person, but I just really like. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use the Bermuda Bay because I've got other things with Bermuda Bay that I've got ready to go. So Bermuda Bay it is. And I hope we're still not crooked. And all right, and I am going to get out a little mat to put on this. And I'm not going to center it. And I did that on purpose. You Melt My Heart, very appropriate for an ice cream set. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and get my Stampin' Seal out again. You can also use the Tombow or any other adhesive that you like. This is just here and handy. And I'm just going to put some down. This is the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. This is the 2-inch punch. They are both retiring. So if they're still available when you watch this and you'd like to get them, do not delay because they're not going to be around for very long. So there we have it. Now I have taken some of this crinkle seam binding ribbon and I have colored it with Stampin' Blends. It dries very quickly because it's alcohol based. And I am actually going to tie a bow with it and set it aside for now because I'm going to make some ice cream. But there I have a bow. There you go. So, You Melt My Heart. I'm not going to assemble any of this right this second because I want to make sure my ice cream cone is ready to go. So, I am going to use a piece of the Designer Series paper and I need to grab that. I thought I had everything ready. But you could stamp it. It does have a stamp with it. And you could stamp it out. There's some ice cream cone paper. And what else do I want? I want probably, I think I want this color. Nope, I have one that I've already punched out. So let me grab that one. Sorry for the delay. But I've already chopped out of this paper and there we go. So I'm going to go for this one right here. My ice cream punch. I am going to go for, there I have ice cream. And I'm going to get cone now with this paper. There's a cone. And I actually might make it a double decker. And do another color. Let's go with the purple, Blackberry Bliss. And I should have one of these that I have punched out of right here. So we'll do something like that one. Some Blackberry Bliss. Ooh, I like that. So next we're going to add, I like to take just a piece of paper and put some tear and tape on it to build my cone. So I'm just going to put a piece of tear and tape on this piece of paper just so it gives something that you're building it on, so it's not just loose. I'll grab a pair of snips. And it can be any scrap of paper. But then I can build my cone on here. And I think we'll put this one on next. And then we'll add this one. And go ahead and put that there. We're going to use some dimensionals. And I'm going to use, I just have the mini ones available to me right now. I've got the bigger ones somewhere, but I just grabbed the minis. And just put some dimensionals on there. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And I'm going to save my ribbon for last. All right, I'm just peeling these off. I think I got them all. And you melt my heart and go kind of in the middle. It's a little to the left, and that's just fine. All these little pieces. Then I'm going to pull the dimensionals off these. There is a sprinkle stamp I could have added to this, but I didn't. I'm just letting the natural paper. I could have stamped these and then punch them out also, but I chose to use the paper. You melt my heart, and then we're going to take the bow, and actually I'm going to use a glue dot with the bow, just because it sticks to more things easier. And put the bow wherever you would like. You melt my heart. There you have it. So that's the front of the card. Now let's go ahead and take the white piece of paper for the interior of the card that was included if you are taking this as a class. And you melt my heart. And this one I think will be a thank you, just because I go through a lot of thank you cards. Double check, make sure it's kind of cleaned off. Or not kind of, that it is cleaned off. We'll set that there. Grab the Bermuda Bay again. And we will put thank you in the middle. And we're going to add an ice cream cone. So we're going to start with, we'll start with Blackberry Bliss ice cream. Grab a block. It fits perfectly on one of our B blocks. It's got a fuzz on it. All right. So I am going to stamp this over on the left again, kind of up high. And this would work a little bit better if I had my mat underneath it again. And it's going to stick, so it'll be good. All right, so there's my Blackberry Bliss. And what I did is I made a mask for the ice cream out of a Post-it note, as you can see right here. And I'm going to put that over what I just stamped. And then I am going to do my cone. Where's my cone? Oh, it's right here. I've been making lots of cards with this, so that's why I have different things all over. So with this, we're going to use, I want the ice cream scoop to look like it's coming over the side of the cone. So I am going to leave that there. I am going to use cinnamon cider, but I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp the cone. And then I'm going to go back with the lines. And let me see if I can find another block that's handy. Oh, I'm just going to have to steal one. And that is okay. Sorry about my arm in the camera. So this is for the cone, and we're going to use the cinnamon cider again, but we're going to use it full strength. And there it put the cone, the lines on the cone. And then we're going to pull this off. And if you'd like, you could add more to it. You could add sprinkles. You could add a drip mark. Let's add a little drip mark just because. We on the other one said we were melting the heart, so we'll melt the heart for real. Oh, I need to get it. I almost did it in brown. Cinnamon cider. Here's a little drip. So we will do a drip, and then we'll do a second generation drip and a third generation drip. Thank you. You melt my heart. Thank you. And then there's enough room for a little note if you'd like. Now we're going to take this, set this aside. We're going to take this and we're going to add Stampin' Seal again. And add this to the inside of the card. Like I said, I usually cut them so there's about 1/8 of an inch around all the edges. I don't know if I like my bow there. So I'm going to, the beauty of glue dots. Where should I put it? Maybe I'll put it right there. I don't know. It would just seem like it was covering up my words. Maybe right in the center on the bottom. We'll call that good. So you melt my heart. You can trim your ribbon if you'd like. But there you have it. There is a simple shaker card with the ice cream suite. If this is coming up too far, you can always add a glue dot underneath there. I usually add it with a pokey tool or my scissors, just to kind of make it sit a little more flush. But there you have it. Enjoy. Have fun with this card.